Yo, what's going on, y'all? I don't know if you can hear me. Let me check on everything. Let me check on all the sites. Let me make sure I'm live. It's crazy right now, man. Crazy, 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 crazy world we live in. Crazy. I'm just checking all the sites right now. I'm just making sure everything is straight before we get on here. See if anybody asking any questions. I'm gonna give it like 1 minute. Let whoever come in, come in. Y'all know me. I'm not looking for a bunch of people to be coming in and all that type of shit. If you ain't supporting, you ain't important. And if you talking shit, if you see me in person, best believe you gonna get that lick. I don't play that shit. Hold up. Check my page. Make sure I'm good. Okay. Come on. Get up off there. Okay, cool. I'm just getting everything on point before I get started. Got Illustrator open. Just drag that in there. As y'all can see, people been talking shit to me out of nowhere. I don't even know this motherfucker. Yo, that's what this shit comes with though, man. Let me cut this music. Yo, what's going on, man? Right now, you are watching J Damage. This is my live. If you've been watching my live stream, as you know, of course, I show y'all different strategies of how to build different things within the graphic design field. You know, whether that be cartoons or just anything that y'all really request for me to do. I've mainly just been showing cartoons just because that's what people been requesting from me. So what I wanted to do is show y'all today a different strategy of how to build a cartoon design. So this is really a beginner strategy. If you're a person who already kind of has a you know, just a general understanding of how to build these type of designs, I wouldn't recommend this for you, but I really wanted to just show this to people who have never done this before, and this is mainly for beginners because I don't want to seem like I'm doing too much talking for a person who already kind of has a general understanding. I want to make sure that I'm really getting to people who are really new to this type of shit, because the people who are new to this, I feel like they will be learning the most. The people who already know how to kind of navigate through Adobe Illustrator, I feel like once you see this, you're gonna be like, I already know this shit. So you know what I'm saying? So I basically do a lot of this to you know, for a lot of the beginners. This will be a beginner's guide today. So what we're gonna be doing today, I'm gonna be showing y'all how to basically put together a cartoon design from a beginner's standpoint. And like what I wanted to show everybody is how to build the original SpongeBob. If you remember the original SpongeBob was like off colors basically. Like his outside edges was green. His eyes was you know, was light blue and all that type of shit. Just a completely different way than the way he looks now. So I want to show y'all exactly how they did that. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna go ahead and get everything put together on the screen, and we're gonna go from there. So let's go ahead and get Illustrator put on here. Window capture. Yeah, I don't think those work anymore. These are my old window captures. Okay, there we go. There we go. It's put in a perfect spot too. Now, if anybody has any issues, make sure you comment and let me know that you cannot see the screen. If you cannot see this screen, please comment and let me know. If you comment and you see that I'm not responding, comment on a different platform. I'm on multiple platforms. You can find me on Twitch. You can find me on Facebook Live. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Trovo. And you can find me on TikTok Live. All of those places, I'm live on all those platforms right now. So I will see somebody's comment eventually if you are sending a comment. And if I'm not responding to those comments, what I want you to do is go ahead and DM me on any of these platforms, or just DM me or inbox me on any of these platforms. I'll try my best to answer you. And another thing to let y'all know is this live will be recorded. So even if you do miss anything in this live, it's okay to leave and come back because it's being recorded. I mean, you could always go back and watch this shit. So man, it's crazy right now because doing this live is like fucking me up right now because everything really started really from this message. Like I really wasn't even gonna go live today because I was like, shit, I had some other shit to do. I have to work on my last customer, which is my guy Shooter. But I got this weird ass message from this person, and what I want you to do is just read this message. If you could see on your screen right now, I got this weird ass message from this dude with no followers and 0 posts. And understand that I get these a lot. This shit is weird because I get these a lot, but I don't even tell people about them because it's like I don't even take them serious. I'm like, who the fuck is this even playing with me like this? But anybody who knows me and knows the type of person I am, I don't even try to give energy to stuff like this. But I just want people to know. I feel like this would be a good teachable moment to show people what it's like to be a graphic designer. Understand that these are the type of people who exist out here. They just be mad at you for no fucking reason. I don't give a fuck what you do, how you doing it. If you are doing something and you are making money or it looks good to people, I don't give a fuck if you're detailing cars, you're cleaning up your fucking garage, if you out here fucking custom designing shoes, if you are doing anything that people look at and they think that it's dope or they just are like, I don't know what it is. Like it just drives people fucking crazy. And this is the thing with the internet. The internet have gave platforms to these haters. So haters can't hide now. Now what they do is they hide behind pages and just say what they want to say. So what I want to do is I want to properly address this person because this is probably someone who knows me but just isn't real enough to say what the fuck they really feel. And what I want to say to you is, nigga, my real name is James Van. I live in South Bend, Indiana. Everybody out here knows me. My nigga, I'm not hiding. Like, if you truly got an issue with me, inbox me. People who really truly know me know how I get down. I'm not hiding from nobody. I don't want no problems with nobody. But understand that I will hand deliver this shit to you. Leave me alone. I don't know what the fuck you got going on. Why you keep playing these weird ass games, sending these subliminals at me. But I'm just letting you know, bro. If it's a real issue, let it be known. But just understand, you don't know who I know. You don't know what I got. That's all I'm gonna let you know. You playing too many motherfucking games with this slick ass talking shit behind these fake pages and then blocking me and erasing the pages. Just understand, dog. Like in real life, I know I may seem professional and proper speaking online, but understand in real life, I don't play like that. So I'm hoping that if anybody deals with this, understand that this is just the type of shit that comes with you doing something dope. And I don't want you to look at this as something negative. I want you to look at this as something, this should be motivating when you see stuff like this. When you see somebody writing you these negative stuff, like look what he's talking about. How much for a logo, G? Like, no, I said, yo, G, how much for a logo for my Instagram? And he put, your price is whack anyways. Now, anybody who knows me knows, number one, I don't post no motherfucking prices anywhere. I don't just be posting prices. Like number one, this is just a person that's mad just because They know that they're not gonna be able to afford the shit I got. And that's what's beautiful about this whole thing. Once you gain value, you're gonna have people mad because they can't afford you. Understand that haters and just negative people, that energy comes because people understand that you have a God complex. When people know that the presence of God is around you, it angers people's demons. It angers people's demons. I'm telling you, if you ever get to the point where you start doing good, you just got your taxes, you just got all these great things coming into your life, right? All of this money, all of this success, all of these great opportunities. You'll notice just this random hate or people trying to downplay what's going on in your life. Oh, that nigga just got money because he got his taxes. Oh, somebody just donated that to him. It's always some negative energy. It's only because your angels are irritating their demons. Do not play into people's bullshit. Hopefully, the people that are listening understand that don't let this negativity get you in a bullshit situation. I've lost a lot of homies from letting petty, ignorant haters lead them into bullshit. And me as a 31-year-old man, I'm moving on. Anybody that got some negative shit to say, understand you're gonna need some harder shit to get a nigga like me, because I done seen a lot of real shit that some of y'all would never understand or experience. So let's go ahead and get back to the video. I appreciate anybody that's checking in. Like I said, today we'll be working on this cartoon design, and I'll be showing y'all basically the strategy of how they used to build the original SpongeBob. Now, if you look at this original SpongeBob, what you'll notice is he looks completely different than the new SpongeBob. It's only because a long time ago, what they used to do when they used to create cartoon designs, anybody who remembers the old cartoons from the 1990s. In the 1990s, they used to make cartoons on these things called animation cells. Some of y'all may know about this. Probably most of y'all don't know about this. A long time ago, the way that the way that cartoons used to be on TV, they used to go through a projection machine, and basically there was people in studios manually drawing everything that you saw on cartoons. So like literally the backgrounds, the foregrounds, the characters, the side characters, everything was being manually drawn by a whole bunch of fucking people in a room. And understand that they didn't really have a big budget like that, so they couldn't even afford to have that much people doing voice work. That's why if you ever notice, you rarely ever hear about somebody getting a job as a voice actor. It's only because it's almost like they have a fraternity of a certain amount of people, just because a long time ago it was so tedious. They had to hire so much people just to do a lot of the line work and everything. They used to be called animation cells. All of this shit I'm telling you, you can go look all of this up. This is all facts. I'm not just saying shit to be saying shit. So if you notice the way that SpongeBob is drawn, like look at his outer edges. Look at his outer edges. If you notice on his outer edges on his body, it's green. And then if you look at like his arms and feet and everything else, it's black. It's only because when they was drawing him, they was drawing certain things on top of certain things. And basically the way that they drew him back then, that is a strategy that you can now do in Illustrator. You could basically do the same strategy, that they used to do to build those cartoons. And that's what I'll show y'all for today. This is a very simple thing. It's not that hard to do. You don't have to be some super drawer or some super expert. And the secret is, I'm not a super drawer. I mean, of course, I'm obviously a graphic designer, so I do know how to draw in some type of way. But I'm saying I'm not like some super duper anime drawer type nigga. Like I'm the type of person where I just know this shit very well because I'm a real graphic designer. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and get into this video. Before I start, I'm going to go ahead and check and make sure there's no new comments or anything like that. And we're going to go ahead and get this ball rolling. Just give me 1 second. We're going to take this in an intermission, and then we're going to go ahead and get started, y'all. Just give me 1 second. Okay, cool, y'all. I don't see nothing, which is perfect for me. I ain't got to answer a bunch of questions, so we're going to go ahead and get this video started. So if you've been watching my previous videos, you already know the drill. When you first get a cartoon design or any type of design that you'll be sketching or dealing with, what you want to do is go ahead and drag that into Adobe Illustrator. And one of the first things you want to be doing is changing that layer into a template, because this is not the layer we'll be drawing on. So what I want you to do is go to the right side of the screen. If you have Illustrator open, what I want you to do is let me turn this air on, because I don't want my laptop overheating. I got all this shit running. Now what I need you to do is go to the right side of your screen on Adobe Illustrator and look on the right hand bottom part of the screen. You'll see layers. Right under layers, you'll see just your first layer, which should say layer 1 or whatever layer is just sitting there. Double click that layer. Once you double click that layer, it will show template. Click on template, boom. Once you see that, it says dim images to 50%. Me personally, you can leave it like that for the most part, but I always like to take it down to 30. And then click OK once you're done. Once you do that, if you notice, the picture will become lighter. That means the opacity has been turned down on the image, and now you're ready to go ahead and get started drawing. So what I need you to do is go down to the bottom of the screen. Right next to the trash can, it should be a plus sign that says create new layer. If you hover your mouse over it, go ahead and create a new layer. Boom. Click that. Once you create a new layer, it should start layer 2. Now what I need you to do is go to the left side of the screen. If you go to the left side of the screen, you see 2 big boxes bigger than every tool on there. This right now, if you look on my screen, it's a white box that's closed and it's a black box that open. What I need you to do is click on that white box, and then click right under it. You'll see a white box with a red line through it. Click on that white box with a red line that says none. Click on that, boom. Once you click on that, now you've activated your line work. So now click on the open box, the one that's black, right next to the white box with the line on it, boom. Once you click on that, now you're on your lines. So what I need you to do, we work on 2 tools here. When it comes down to this, we are not using a graphics tablet. You know, I'll actually show y'all how to use a graphics tablet, but that's a little bit more advanced. Right now, we're just doing a beginner tutorial. So two tools that we'll be using today is the pen tool and the curvature tool. If you look on the left side toolbar, like at the very top, you see those 2 mouses, a white one and a black one. Not those 2, it's right under it. On the left side is the pen tool, on the right side is the curvature tool. What we're going to do is click on the curvature tool. So when you look at a project like this, before you even get into the project, understand that everything on this project is different colors. You can either make a choice. You can either go ahead and make all the outer edges black, which is the easiest thing to do when it comes down to line work, or you can make everything, you know, different colors. As you can see on the original SpongeBob, like I said, you could just tell just from looking at it, the original SpongeBob was not made with all black outlines. They was using different layers when they was putting him together. So what we'll do, we'll put him together today. We'll put him together how they originally put him together. So what we'll do is I'll go ahead and use my eyedropper tool, and I'm gonna use my eyedropper tool. If y'all don't know what the eyedropper tool is, just go to the left side of the toolbar and scroll down. It's on the right side of the toolbar. Let's scroll down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's the sixth button. That's the eyedropper tool. If you hover your mouse over it, the word will pop up, eyedropper. Click that eyedropper and then hit it with your eyedropper tool. Just hit on the edge of SpongeBob's skin. As soon as you hit that edge, that color will pop up. Matter of fact, the color is popping up lighter. So let me turn the template off. Let's click on that. Boom. Okay, now the color is in. Let me double click and hit the template back out. Boom. So now the template is back out. So now if you notice, you only see the color in the closed box, but we need it in the open box. All you have to do is to put it in the open box is just click on the open box and then just click the color right under the open box. Click on that color, boom. Now you have the color in your line work. So go ahead and get rid of the closed box. Go to the closed box, hit the box with the red line through it. Boom. Now you got rid of that. Now we just working with the edges. So basically what we'll do is we'll go ahead and make SpongeBob. Now, the easiest way to do this is what we can do is, you know, SpongeBob's outer edges is green, but then the inside of his edges is yellow. So just to make this easier, because understand we trying to work smarter, not harder. So instead of us go ahead and doing all of that line work and then filling in the colors at the last second, I'm going to show you an even easier way so you don't even have to do that. There won't be no live painting or anything in this video. Actually, you know what? Let me not say that. There probably would be live painting, probably for other parts of him, but not right here on his face. On his face, we don't have to do any live painting. I mean, on his skin, we don't have to do any live painting. So I'm going to show y'all how this goes. So go ahead and get your curvature tool, and let's start doing his outer edges. If you notice, all of his outer edges, because he's a sponge, they're all wavy. So what I need you to do with that curvature tool is hit all those waves. You see all those waves? See, we can't see the waves right here, but we just gonna guess. All of that is just his waves. The waves of his body, of his outer edges. Because this nigga's a sponge, you know, you want to make sure that you're getting all of those waves correct. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. We're not just steady striving for perfection, but I at least want to get you as close as possible. Because understand, sometimes when you work on projects, it won't always be perfect. But I want you to get close as possible. It's just the effort of getting close is what's going to make people pay you. Just for the effort that you went through all of that just to make sure that somebody's project was perfect. Okay, then you can go ahead and clean up your lines. You can create more anchor points and just clean up your lines however you want to do it. Now I know what you're saying. Those lines are too skinny. Those lines are too skinny. Them ain't SpongeBob's lines. They too skinny. Now understand, don't worry about that. Just try to get them close as possible first. I'm going to show you how to thicken them up. I'm going to show you how to make them thick. Hold on. Okay, so we have all the outer edges, right? As you can see, you're looking right now. I'm not sure if y'all can see that, but if you can see, let me zoom in. You have all his outer edges. It's not perfect, but I'm going to show you how we're going to get there. Now that we have all his outer edges like that, let me click off of this. In order to make these outer edges thicker, what I want you to do is select it. You go up to the top of the screen, right where you see stroke. Right where you see stroke on the bottom, on the top left-hand corner of the screen. You'll see stroke. Right next to stroke is a bunch of numbers. I need you to click that drop-down menu next to where it says 1 PT, which is 1 point. Click that drop down and go ahead and just start choosing higher numbers. The higher numbers you choose, that's what's going to get you close. All right. Now, what we need to do at this point is now fill in the color inside of SpongeBob's skin. So right now, the easiest way to do this is just my opinion, the easiest way to do this will be select it, copy it, start a new layer. We're going to do this almost like Photoshop. Start a new layer, click on that layer, and then lock the layer that you just used. Now hit Command, hold Command, and hit F. Boom. Once you do that, it's going to copy the same exact thing on that layer. So now what I want you to do is double click the original layer that has SpongeBob on it. Double click that, is going to open the template on that layer. Click on template and take that off. Boom. As soon as you click that, SpongeBob is going to come back. Now what I need you to do is grab that eyedropper tool. Grab that eyedropper tool and then click on SpongeBob's skin. Boom. Now we have SpongeBob's actual color. You see that? Now let's double click back on SpongeBob. I mean, yeah, let's double click on, not on SpongeBob. Let's double click on the original layer that SpongeBob is on and then hit template. Boom. Hit template. And now you can see, now we have SpongeBob's outer edges. This is his outer edges without, without all the details, as you can see. But what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and hide all that. Boom. To where we only have SpongeBob. So now that we only have SpongeBob, basically what what we'll be doing is just doing more layers with more things that's on him. All right. So what we're going to do next is we could just start grabbing details from SpongeBob. I think what I'll do next is go ahead and just hit all his holes in his skin. Because back in the day, all his holes was green. So let's start a new layer. Boom. Let's start a new layer. Let's go to the original layer that SpongeBob is on, right? Double click that layer and bring SpongeBob back to normal. Click on template, then click OK. Boom. Now SpongeBob is back. So what I need you to do is grab the eyedropper tool and then click on SpongeBob's holes. Boom. Now double click back on that original layer again. The layer that SpongeBob is on. Double click on it, turn the template back on. Boom. Then hit OK. Okay, he's back out of sight. Go up to your new layer that you started. What we're going to do is grab that curvature tool and we're going to start making his holes. Pause on that. All right. Use that curvature tool. Let's make those circles. Boom. See that? I'll show you an even easier way. Just in case you have issues with the curvature tool, what I need you to do is right under the pen tool, there's a square, or it may be something else. What I need you to do is right click that and choose ellipse tool. That's going to bring up the circle. This is just in case you have issues with the curvature tool. You could use this shape tool and you can manually just make circles just like this. The only reason why I'm not using this tool is only because I'm trying to get the circles perfect. So that's just in case you guys have issues with creating the circles on the project. You can always use the shaper tool and you could just grab circles out of that. You could just form your own circles out of that instead of using this curvature tool. But I'm going to use the curvature tool. As you can see with the curvature tool, I'm getting the circles just like the original. I want the circles to be as close to the original as possible. Now understand, this is on a new layer. This is not on the layer with the other things. Everything on the original SpongeBob is built in layers. You want to make sure that all of these layers are the exact size as the original. I mean, no, excuse me, not the, I mean, yeah. They can be the exact size of the original, but I'm saying I want everything to look as close as the original as possible. Right now, we're just doing circles. Let's get these circles. We almost done. This video shouldn't even take long. I said that yesterday and we ended up taking 2 hours. Trust me, this ain't gonna be 2 hours. As you can see right now, we just getting these circles right. Okay, so we get all his circles. So let's go ahead, get rid of SpongeBob. Let's hit the eye on all of our layers on the layer section. Boom. As you can see now, we have SpongeBob's body with the outer green line. Now we have his circles. All right, what should we hit next? Let's bring SpongeBob back. Let's get rid of all those layers. Boom. So what we can do next, let's think. So when you look at this, you just kind of have to guess which came first. So I would say let's do his eyes next. Eyes, these should be pretty simple. Now if you look at SpongeBob's eyes, a long time ago when they were doing them, I think they probably was using a ruler because they wasn't using the computer because they was manually drawn. So they probably was just creating those white circles first, blue circle on top, and then solid black circle for the inside. And then of course they use those three rectangles right there for the eyelashes. So that's what we gonna do. Let's start a new layer. Once we started that new layer, what you want to do is click on the left side right for your line work. If you see those boxes, it's a closed box and an open box. Click on that open box. Double click on the open box, excuse me. Double click on that, then choose the color black. Then, hold on, wait. It turned white for some damn reason. Click on black. If it turns white, don't worry about it. Just double click on it again, drag it back down to black. I don't care if you got to do it 100 times. Now, what you want to do now is click the close box. Click the close box and make it white. Boom. Now you can grab your shape tool to get that perfect circle. Let's go ahead, hold shift and drag it down. Boom. Fill it in to where it needs to be. I think that needs to be a little bit bigger. Boom. Let's make that thicker too. To make the black outline thicker, just go up to stroke and take it up by 1. Boom. That damn near might be too thick. So instead of 2, I'm gonna make it a 1.5. 1.5. Boom. Yep, that's perfect. Make it a 1.5. Now, if you get to the point where you forget where the blue is supposed to go, shit, if you want to, you could either make a guess or you could just start another layer. We could just do that just to make the process easier. Start a new layer. Boom. Go ahead and make that one non-visible. And just do the same exact thing that we did last time. Go ahead, go to your menu to where you see where the open box is. Obviously, the blues have a black outline, and then it's blue within the inside. So let's do that same thing. Let me go ahead and turn that off. I mean, matter of fact, no. What we're gonna do first, use the eyedropper tool, and then click on the blue. Matter of fact, let me bring SpongeBob back because I want to get that real color. So double click on your original layer that SpongeBob is on, click on template, then click on OK. Y'all should know that by now. I've been saying that like 1,000 times, but I'm gonna keep saying it just so y'all know. Okay, now grab your eyedropper tool and click on that color. Boom. That eyedropper tool is always gonna give you that color. Then you can go ahead and template that original layer again. So click the original layer, double click it. The layer options menu is gonna pop up. Click on template, boom. Go ahead and dim it back out. Just click OK. Boom. Now we have the color, and remember that blue color has a black outer line. So double click on your line work, the open box, and then go back to black. Boom. It turns, see, it keeps turning white, but don't worry about that. Just double click it again, drag it down to black again. Boom. All right, now let's get to work. Let's go ahead and take this, click on your shape tool, which if you right click it, you can change it to a circle, which says ellipse tool. Hold shift, drag it down. Make sure it's the size that you want it to be. Then if you want to make the outer edge, the black outer the black outer line thicker, just go to the top to your stroke menu and then click 2. Boom. See, like I said, that still looks too thick to me personally. So instead of 2, I'm gonna click 1.5 or 1.3. Boom. We want to get it as close as possible. Let's go ahead and click off that, and we want to make that black circle within the blue, right? So we can go ahead and start another layer. Boom. And with this layer, we just get in the black. So all we have to do is go ahead and click off the line. Boom. We just want only the closed box. Double click on that closed box, hit the black. Boom. Grab your circle from the toolbar menu, hold shift, drag it down. Make sure you have it placed in the correct spot. And boom, That's pretty much it. Now bring everything for the eye, bring it all back to life. So hit the eye, so go to each layer for the eye and click on the eye next to the lock symbol. Once you click on the eye next to the lock symbol, this is what you should see. Now remember, if you look at this, he has his eyelashes. So what we're going to do is we're going to start another layer. Let's go ahead and get rid of all these layers we just did. Just lock all of them and click on the eye next to the lock symbol on all those layers we just did. Let's do his eyelashes. So click a new layer. Don't worry about all these layers because what we're going to do is once this is all done, we're going to get all these layers back together. Now his eyelashes is obviously behind the eyeball. So what we're going to do is we're going to start a layer right under the first part of the eyeball, which is the white. Start a new layer. Click under that, which because the white one is layer 5. So we're going to click layer 4 and then hit the plus sign right next to the trash can called create new layer. Once we click that, we already have, if you look at the closed box, we already have that set to black. What we're going to do is use our pen tool. If you remember, your pen tool is to hit all of your points, all of those anchor points. If you have any spiky lines, any straight lines, this is what you use the pen tool for. And we're going to just hit them just like that. Boom, 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 boom. Let's do the same thing again for the next one. Boom, 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 boom. Let's do one more. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, now let's open up all of our layers for the eyes. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. We have one eye done. If you look at that, let's unlock all those layers that we just did. Funny right now because it's in front of SpongeBob. It's in front of his face, so it look like his eyeball is on his nose. Don't worry about that. We're going to get that right later. Now what I need you to do, make sure all of those layers are unlocked. Click on the very last layer that you did. You see mine is layer 7. It's at the very top of all those layers. Go ahead and select all of that, right? Select all of that, all of the eyeball that you created. Go to the top. Go to the top of the screen. If you look on the top of the screen, it says object. Click on object, scroll down to group. Click group, boom. Once you click group, it's gonna take everything you just did and put it on another, it's gonna put everything all on one layer, which is layer 7, which is the last layer that we did. What I need you to do is erase all of the other layers that are under it. So the layers that's under it, which is 6, 5, 8. Get rid of all of those. Just click on the trash symbol. 1, 2, 3. All of those are gone now. So let's check our work. So far, everything that we've done the eye and we've done the body. So let's bring everything together. Boom. Okay, that's what we got so far. We got the SpongeBob skin. You know, we have his outer lines. We have his dots. And now we have one eye. Look at that, y'all. We making progress. We getting somewhere. All right, let's go. I'm just showing y'all a beginner strategy. Understand you could do this quicker. I just want to show y'all this beginner strategy because it's going to help you learn how to build these type of things. Understand a lot of this could be built by shapes. But today we working smarter, not harder. So let's take a look at his eyes. One eye is in front of the other. So y'all know what to do. If you remember the way that we've been working this situation is we're putting things in front of other things. If you notice, this left eye is in front of this right eye. So this is what I want you to do. Unlock the layer with this eye we just created. Select the whole eye. Use the selection tool, select the whole eye. Let me change the color of that layer so y'all can see that a little bit better. Change that to orange. Okay. Now select the whole eye. Go up to edit. Click on copy. Or matter of fact, you don't even have to do that. Instead of clicking edit, select the whole thing. Command C. And then Command F. Matter of fact, no. Let's not do that. Because I just thought about that, and I just thought of an easier way. I'm kind of doing this as I go, so never mind. Scratch all that. What we're going to do is we're going to start a new layer. Start a new layer. This would be easier. Start a new layer. lock in the layer that we have the eye on, and let's go ahead and just paste it on that new layer. So then hit Command F on your new layer. Boom. Then right click everything that you have selected, what you just pasted on that layer. Right click it, transform it, and hit reflect. Once you right click, the menu opens, scroll down to transform and click reflect. Once reflect pops up, click vertical and hit OK. Drag it over, just like that. Let me turn it a little bit so it can fit. Turn it a little bit, boom. Now we have both of his eyes. I had to manually do that because for some reason it just came to me like, now that I think about it, I know an easier way to do this instead of, so we just going as we go. So now we have both of SpongeBob's eyes. So now this project is starting to make sense. Like I said, if you notice, SpongeBob's eyes, one is in front of the other. If you look at it, make sure as you putting together these designs that you understanding that certain things are in front of certain things. Pay attention to that. Certain things are in front of certain things. When they was putting him together, I'm guessing that's what they were moving by. Okay, so if you notice, in front of his eye, he has this orange part of his upper cheekbone with 3 little dots on it. So if you've been paying attention, understand that making these outlines and these inside colors are very important. So we want to get those exact colors. So what we're going to do, we're going to do the same thing as we did last time. Click on that original layer that SpongeBob is on. Double click it. So as you double click it, it's going to open that layer options menu. Click on template, then click on OK. That's going to bring SpongeBob back to normal. Once it brings SpongeBob back to normal, now we can go ahead and take his colors. So let's go ahead and start a new layer. Remember how I told you to get the color from these different things, what you want to do is click on the eyedropper. The eyedropper tool is right there in the left menu. It almost looks like a squirt bottle, like a bottle that women's be using. What them damn bottles called, like a douche bottle. I know that might be explicit, but that's what it looks like. Shit. But yeah, it's that right there. Click on that. Go ahead and hover over the cheek, the outer edges of the cheek, and click that orange. Once you click that orange, click on your open box. Click on the color. Now go back to that orange, because if you notice, in the inside of that orange is the yellow, but we need that yellow. So what we can do to get that yellow, we can do like this. Go into the menu and either grab the yellow. We can either grab the yellow or we can get the yellow off of his skin. You can either use the eyedropper tool or you can get the yellow off of his skin. I think I'm damn near gonna get the yellow off his skin now. And then just put the orange on the outside just to be safe. So what I'm gonna do, you don't have to do this, but I'm gonna show you since I'm your teacher for today. This is what I would personally do. I would choose the skin first. I would choose the skin, then I would use the outer edge. I would click on the line, and then I would manually put in my orange. And this will save you a lot of time. You know what I'm saying? Because the goal is to work smarter, not harder. So then, like, once you have that orange selected, go ahead and go to your original layer that SpongeBob is on, which is layer 1. Double click it, template. It'll take him back down. We already got our colors now. So now, basically, we can go ahead and go to our new layer that we put up. Grab your curvature tool and just make that shape. Boom, 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 boom. Let's try to get that as close as possible. Now, if I'm looking at this correctly, SpongeBob's cheekbone right here, I think this is a little bit thicker. It damn near looks like they used a custom brush. Or matter of fact, now I think about it, they didn't use a fucking custom brush. This was an animation cell, so they was actually using brushes. But yeah, we're not using brushes. I'm just showing y'all how to do this from the system. So basically, yes, make that shape and then make it as thick as you feel like you need it to be. That's probably like a 1.5. Now, just to make sure that you did this right, let's go ahead and look under it. Let's bring back to life all the other layers. Go down to your layers menu, hit the eye on all the lock points. Okay, you see that's what it looks like. I feel like personally this should need to be thicker. So let's put 1.7. Yeah, I like that. Yep, and as you know, he has 3 dots in that. Let's go ahead and put those 3 dots in. Let's go ahead and take everything, make it non-visible. Let's even make that a non-visible. Start a new layer. Let's get those 3 dots. So on the left side of the screen, as you know, you see open box, close box. Go to your closed box, bring the color back, work, and X out that. Grab your shape tool. Remember, work smarter, not harder. When you don't have to manually put this in, but go ahead and grab your shape tool and make those circles. 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to get this as perfect as possible. Okay, so now we got those 3 dots, and we have that cheek, them cheeks. So what we're gonna do is unlock both of those layers, grab the selection tool, select all of it, go to the top of your screen, hit group, and hit expand. We're gonna expand this because I might have to bend that yellow. Expand, click on expand, then click OK. And boom, we got the cheek. We got the cheek perfect. And just to make sure you have the cheek perfect, hit the eyes on all the different layers that we did. Boom. You see? As you can see, we're getting closer. We're getting closer to that original. All right, y'all, let's continue going. So let's go ahead and get rid of all those layers we did. Understand, do not worry about all these layers, because at the end, we're going to make this all one layer. We're just adding the layers right now. We're going to fix that later. Okay, so let's do something. Let's just do something next. What do we got next? You got to make that decision on your own. Like, what do you feel like you should do next? What I'm going to do next is I'm going to get that line right there on his skin. I'm going to try to get some of these details. All on these new layers. Okay, somebody texting me. Not going to pay attention to that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on getting these details. So let's go ahead and start a new layer. Boom. Let's get a new layer. Let's start doing these details. If you look under SpongeBob's lip, let me show y'all this. Let me unlock the original layer. If you notice, they was getting real weird with their colors. If you pay attention to no bullshit, the original SpongeBob, look at these colors. They was weird with the colors. Like, look at this shit. Like, his lip, under the lip was pink. If you notice, behind the layers behind his on this, all of this, like, they was getting real weird with the colors when they was in the studio. I feel like they could have kept this nigga a lot more simpler, but for some reason, I guess this was just the way that they used to detail things back then. When you think about in the early 2000s and the 90s when they was actually making those animation cells. So let's go ahead and continue. But yeah, pay attention to stuff like that. Because a lot of times when people make SpongeBob, they don't even think about shit like this. But when you're a graphic designer with an eye, you notice shit like that. I never noticed under his lip was pink like that. So we gonna hit both of those. What we gonna do? We're not even gonna template him on this, because I want to get this right. So let's not even template him. Let's go to our new layer, hit our eyedropper tool, click on that pink under his lip. You already know what to do. You see the pinks has a point at the end of it. Click right there on the point. Click right there on the other point. Click under his lip. And then click your original point. Boom, to close it. Now click on your color. Take your color out. Then let's use the curvature tool and let's get it to fit. And if you new with the pen tool, this may take you some time. Matter of fact, let me change the color so y'all can see this better. Change this to a color that's not that. Let's change to black. Okay, as you can see, this black line is what I'm bending. Once you get yourself used to this curvature tool, go ahead and just bend that the right way. You want to bend that to get that as close as possible. Just get rid of that original point. Yeah, I never noticed that pink line on his bottom lip. That's how you know on the original SpongeBob, they was designing him in a completely different way. And I'm going to show you at the end of this video, we're going to find SpongeBob and I'm going to show you. Okay, once you feel like you're comfortable with this line, go ahead and click your eyedropper tool and just click on SpongeBob's lip, that pink part. Boom. Click on that. It's going to fill it in. And now you're done. Now let's go ahead and get this line right here. You see this line right here on the side? Let's get that line. Boom. Grab your curvature tool. Let me take this color out. Grab your curvature tool. Let's go ahead and go to work. Understand that any design, y'all, any design, I don't give a fuck what it is. It may even take you forever. Any design could be copied in Illustrator. Any fucking design, yo. Any design. Don't ever get it twisted. You probably can't get it perfect, but trust me, you can get it close when you fucking with Illustrator. It's a very crazy program. I've seen people do some amazing shit. All right, click on that original point. Go ahead and bend these lines. When you're a beginner, it's always good to do it in this type of way, because this is going to get you used to using the pen tool and the curvature tool. Just get yourself used to doing just simple stuff first. Don't do all that super detailed shit that I be doing when you first start. When you first start, find you some easy stuff to work on. Just find you some stuff you familiar with. Think about all the cartoons you grew up watching. Just find little pictures of them and then just start tracing over them. Even if you don't want to work on pictures of them, just find you some pictures to get yourself used to. Make sure you clean up these lines perfect. Let me change the color of this outer edge because that black is irritating me. Okay, now if you notice, I don't got this perfect, but we're going to try to get it there. Try to get this thing up there. Try to get that close as possible. And once you feel like you got your line as close as possible, like I told you, it's easy to do. You don't have to use no live paint tool. All you have to do is click on the eyedropper. Boom. Once you click on the eyedropper, click on the color that you're trying to copy. Boom. And it'll go ahead and fill in itself. Just click off of it, and it's been filled in. So just to be sure, let's go ahead and template SpongeBob back. Like I said, if y'all remember how to template a photo that you put into Illustrator to make it lighter, go to your original layer, the first layer, layer 1, double click it. After you double clicked it, click on template and then click on OK. Boom, that's gonna take them back. Now let's bring all these layers back in that we did. Let's bring them all back in. Boom, look, we getting close. We getting close, y'all, we getting close. We putting SpongeBob together. This is gonna look like the original SpongeBob. This ain't gonna look like some goofy shit somebody drew. This is gonna look like the original. Okay, we getting close. Let me check y'all comments. Let me see if y'all done got lost. Y'all been watching me. Y'all done got lost watching me. Hold on, let's check. Let's check the comments. Yo, shout out to they say Robert Hollins. That's my nigga. Shout out to him. Shout out to the nigga Drowsy. Shout out to Mike G, Loud Talk TV. Let's go. Let me see. Let me check the comments. Let me make sure y'all ain't saying that now. I don't want nobody thinking I'm ignoring you. I'm ignoring yous. All right. I don't see nothing on Facebook. I think we good. Oh, Jasmine is in there. Shout out to Jasmine. They say Ty Horton. Yo, shout out to you. Let's go to YouTube. Make sure ain't nobody asking no questions. I don't want you to feel like I'm ignoring you, baby. Hold on. Let's check YouTube. See if we good. If we good on every site, then we gonna continue. I just want to make sure you know I'm not ignoring you. Okay, YouTube, we good. Let's check Twitch. After we check Twitch, we out of there. We gonna continue. Twitch. Let's see. Out of there. We gonna continue. Twitch. I don't see no comments. We good. Okay, let's continue. We making progress, y'all. We got SpongeBob looking like SpongeBob. All right. Let's go ahead and let's take the eye off all of these layers we did. Now let's analyze this project. So we done got everything. We done got the eyes. We done got the cheekbone. We done pretty much got everything on the face. Now what we need to do now is the mouth. Now this mouth, I think we might have to go with my original, like the original way that I make these designs. Just for the simple fact of this have different colors. And if we move by the layer strategy that I usually do, it's probably going to take a little bit longer. And if you notice, this isn't like the original. I mean, this isn't like the other edges. This doesn't have like those green outlines and things of that nature. So what we'll do, we will be using the original technique to make this mouth. We're going to make the mouth, the teeth, and the nose all in one shot. So let's go ahead and start a new layer. If you've been watching my videos, you already know how this goes. Let's go ahead. Let's get this line work right. Let's choose the black on the line work. It keeps doing that. Keep choosing white. I don't know why. Just double click it. Make it black. Boom. Let's go ahead and get to work. Let's get that curvature tool. Y'all already know how this goes. Let's get that nose together. When it comes to the curvature tool, make sure you use that curvature tool for the rounded lines. Everything that has rounded edges, that's what you use that curvature tool for. Now, you see we got the nose. Now let's get the mouth. You see that's a spiky point. When you see those spiky points, use that use the pen tool. Remember, pen tool is spiky points, curvature tool is curvy points. All right, boom. Now you use the curvature to get that bend. Get that bend. Let's try to get that bend perfect. Let's try to get that bend perfect. Boom. Okay, we got that bend. Now let's go ahead, grab your curvature tool again. Let's go down. Let's go down on that mouth. All right, boom. Make sure you use your curvature tool. Make sure you edit in your lines. Make your lines as perfect as you can. It don't have to be extremely perfect. Let's just try to get it close, baby. Let's get it close. Okay, we almost there. Now let's get those teeth. Those teeth, you already know. Like I told y'all, the points like these, if you've been paying attention, what should you do? Pen tool or curvature tool? Y'all should know the answer to that by now. It's the pen tool. Pen tool for all those points. Boom, 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 boom. We overshooting the lines. We're going to clean that up, though. Don't worry about it. We're going to clean that up. Let's get that part of the mouth. Boom, boom. Hold up. Boom. His is kind of weird, but I'm just make mine a little bit better than that. That one just looks weird to me. Okay, cool. Now what you want to do is just looking at this, make sure your edges is on point. Make sure they're as thick as the way that you like. To make them thicker, what you do is select on each one, go to the top of the screen, click on stroke, and choose the number you want to choose. 2. 2 might be too thick. For some reason, it's too thick on a lot of these. So I'm going to choose 1.6. 6. Boom. Yep, that 1.6 is kind of on point. So we're going to ride with that. Let's go. Let's make 1.6. Matter of fact, let me just click on all this shit. Hit 1.6. Work smarter, not harder. 1.6. Okay, once you got all your lines to the way that you want them to be, go ahead and select all of them with your selection tool. Not the white selection tool, the black selection tool. Then go up to the top, click on Object, and then click on Group. Go back to the top again, click on Object, click on Expand. Once you click on Expand, the Expand menu will pop up. Don't worry about it, just click OK. Now everything is expanded in this project. Once everything is expanded in this project, go to the right side of your screen. If you look on the right side of your screen, there's a toolbar with just a bunch of tools right there. They're all laying right there. If you look at the very top, it's a color. It looks like a paint tool. Don't click on that. Click on the one at the very bottom. the one before the very bottom one, it should say Pathfinder. If you don't know the name of it, just hover your mouse over it and the name should pop up, Pathfinder. Click on Pathfinder, a menu will pop up, and the very first one you'll see is something that says Divide. Click on Divide. Boom. Once you click on Divide, if you did this right, click on the white selection tool right on the top left hand corner of the screen. Once you click on that white selection tool, it's a white mouse. Then click on all the lines you don't need. Click on the line. Once you click on one of the lines that you don't need, just hit delete. Just hit it a couple times. I think it's usually twice though. Just hit delete. Hit it, delete. Hit it, now hit delete. Boom, that easy. That easy. It's double delete. Double delete. Double delete. If you see, now we have his whole mouth straight. We have his whole mouth straight. All right, now that we got his mouth, this is what we gonna do. Oh, matter of fact, you know what? I fucked up. I didn't even realize. I ain't do his tongue. See, that's how I know y'all ain't paying attention because I ain't paying attention. So let's say you end up in a position like me. Oh, excuse me. Let's say you end up in a position like me and you done fuck around and forgot the tongue. You done forgot the tongue. So listen, if you forget the tongue, don't even worry about it. Just go ahead and click on your two boxes, an open box and closed box. Go ahead and click out of your closed box and click on your open box. Click your color back in there. And we just doing the same strategy. Do your line work. Boom, boom. Overshoot your lines. It's the same strategy. Overshoot your lines. Just like that. Once you got your line worked to the way that you want it. Matter of fact, I'm going to make them lines a little bit thicker. What was it? 1.6? I think it was 1.6. 0.6. Yeah, 1.6. And then it's the same thing. Select the whole project. Then go to the top of the screen. Hit Object. Hit Group. Hit Object. Hit Expand. Hit OK. Once the Expand menu pops up, boom. Click on the Pathfinder. Click on Divide. Boom. Everything should be divided. I think I hit Divide. I'm moving fast. All right, now once you click Divide, use your white selection tool on the top left-hand corner of the screen. Then do it again. Get rid of those lines. Get rid of those lines. Almost fucking forgot the tongue. All right. Now, as you can see, we got the mouth all together. Now that we got the mouth all together, this is what we're going to do. We're going to start coloring this in. So what I need you to do is grab the black selection tool, which is just the selection tool. Select the whole thing. Now go up to the top. Hit Object, Live Paint, Make. Boom. Once you click that, now you should be ready to paint. Let's bring original SpongeBob back. Go to the original layer 1, double click that. Click on template. Once you click that, SpongeBob is back. Now get the eyedropper tool and start choosing those colors and painting them in. Click on the color of the tongue. Boom. Pink. Grab your paint bucket, color it in. Boom. If there's any access lines that's open, go ahead and fill them in. Make sure he's fully filled in. Boom. The tongue is done. Eyedropper tool. Click the inside of the mouth. Boom. Let's go ahead and fill them in. Boom. All of that is filled in. Eyedropper tool. Boom. Let's hit the teeth. Boom. Once we got the teeth, color them in. Boom. Boom. It's a little bit right there. Boom. And just to inspect your work, make sure you're doing it right. Go ahead and click the eye on the original layer to get rid of SpongeBob. Boom. If you look at it, everything should be correct. So just to make sure everything is correct, bring back all your other layers. Look at that. Look at that. We getting close. We getting close, y'all. SpongeBob getting close. We getting close there. As you can see, the only thing that's missing is the color right behind SpongeBob's nose. I'm going to show you how to clean that up. So what I need you to do, right, is on this same layer, grab your curvature tool. Matter of fact, don't grab your curvature tool. Grab your, if you've been paying attention, in order to get the colors, grab your eyedropper tool. Grab your eyedropper tool, click on the color of SpongeBob's skin, grab your eyedropper tool, and just color right where the lines is. You see where the black lines is around the nose? Go ahead and use your curvature tool and bring that around just like that. This is how you put colors behind colors. Oh shit. Undo. Okay, cool. You don't have to necessarily click on the blacks. You can click somewhere else and just drag that in, just in case. Now, I know you're probably wondering, Jay, why is you putting the colors right in front of that? Don't worry about that, baby. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Just click on that yellow. Now, what I want you to do, pay attention to this because you might miss this. Once you have the color in front like that, because it's in front of everything, right-click it. Go now. Once that menu pops up and you right-click it, scroll all the way down on that menu to arrange. Once you click on arrange, click send to back. Boom. Once you send it to back, that's sending the color to the back of everything on that layer with the mouth layer. Just to show you what just happened, let me make all those other layers invisible, excuse me. You see, as you can see, we just took that yellow color and sent it behind all those other colors. Understand, we can do that on everything else on this layer too. Like let's say we wanted to put some yellow behind his mouth. We could do the same thing. Grab that curvature tool, grab some yellow, and let's just make some random yellow right here. Let's just make some random yellow. Let's just put some random yellow all around this. Put some random yellow. You see how we putting all this yellow on top? Just random ass yellow, right? Put all that random ass yellow right there. And just to put this behind everything, just do that same thing I did last time. Right click that yellow, go to arrange and hit send to back. Boom. Now it's behind everything. So just in case you had a layer where you wanted to do everything on a layer and put those colors behind everything on the layer, that's another strategy you can do. But we're not going to do that strategy for this. I just wanted to show you an example. So let's bring everything back. Let's bring everything back. We getting close, y'all. We getting close. We getting close. We got SpongeBob's whole face. And this look like SpongeBob too. This don't look like some bullshit somebody drew. This is the original. Look. If I even put him over the original picture, you damn near can't even tell the difference. That's literally how close he is, besides the shadow on his back part. But we're not doing no shadows. I just wanted to show y'all how to create this. Now, basically, that strategy that we just did for the mouth, we're going to do that for everything else on here. Because if you notice, everything else on SpongeBob is black. Everything, has black outlines. So everything else has black outlines. Now understand, you could do this a lot easier. I just want to show y'all this tutorial because if you do it this way that I'm showing you, this is gonna get you used to using this pen tool and this curvature tool. But I wouldn't recommend doing it like this. If anything, shit, just make all SpongeBob's outlines black and go ahead and fill them colors in. But following a tutorial like this will help you get better at using your pen tool and your curvature tool. So let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. We got all the face and the mouth and the eyes and all that type of shit. All we got left is this. All we got left is the body, the hands, and the feet. And watch, this process is gonna go by way faster. So what we're gonna do is let's get rid of everything we did. We're gonna go ahead and bring SpongeBob back, double click him, template, boom. Get rid of that. So everything is now ready. Let's start a new layer, and like we always do, start a new layer, click on that box, get rid of it, click on the line layer, double click it, bring that black in. Now let's get to work. Let's do his shoulder. Pen tool. Boom. Boom. Curvature tool. Boom. Let's click on that point, get rid of that. Try to get everything as close as possible. Boom. Boom. Leave that as an anchor point. Bring that in. Boom. Boom. I'm going to turn on the music as I do all of these parts. I'm going to try to do them as fast as possible. And y'all just pay attention. Pay attention to how I'm hitting the pen tool and the curvature tool as I turn on this music. All right, let's go, y'all. Killed it. Click on that anchor point, bring it around. You just gotta be bending, 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 bending. There's a lot of bending going on. Hey, hey. There's a lot of bending. South bending. There we go. Actually, nope. Just want to make sure we get that finger right. I'm guessing it's supposed to be a point right here. Okay. Now let's get his body. Pause on that. Let's get his body right. Click on his anchor point. Click on that anchor point. Boom. Now we see the way his tie is. Grab that tie. Now you see the tie has those points. Grab those points. Boom. Boom. Grab your shape tool. You know what to do. Work smarter, not harder. Get those shapes in. Get those shapes in. Matter of fact, I'm going to copy and paste that just to make this easy. Copy, Command C, Command F, or Command V, whichever one you prefer. Let's try Command V. Same thing, just move it to a wrong spot. Command F. Hold shift and drag it if you want to move it straight over. just like that. Boom, that's a little bit longer. Keep it like that. Boom. Now let's go ahead and get that line for his pants. Drag it over just like that. Boom. Let's get his collar. Boom. 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 Got another collar. Boom. 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 I'm telling you, after you move like this, it's gonna get you very used to the pen tool and curvature tool. Remember, curvy lines, curvature tool. Curvy lines, curvature tool. Curvy lines, curvature tool. Straight lines, we use the pen tool. Click off of it, click the pen tool. Both of these are going to be the exact same. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make one, then I'm going to copy and paste it. Boom, 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 boom. Now let's get the bending. Oh, so you was the one doing the bending. Pause, but why is that on my mind right now? So you was doing the bending, nigga. Alright. Let's go ahead. Get this right. Yep. Straight line. Let's make these 3 straight lines. Don't worry about the colors, we'll fix that later. Bend them down. Click on each one, bend them. Click on the next one, bend it. Click on the next one, bend it. Shit, we could have did that an easier way. We damn near could have just copy and paste those bends, but fuck it. Alright, click this part of his shoe, up like that. Up like that, boom. And the little white spot, we can still get that too. It ain't gonna hurt. Matter of fact, no. We can do that afterwards. So just to make that shoe, just copy and paste it. Select it, Command C, then Command F. Then drag this one over. It looks smaller. It damn near looks smaller. Just make whatever adjustments you gotta make. Try to get it as close as possible. I don't like how that's looking to me. Remember, do whatever you gotta do to make adjustments. I'm gonna stop being lazy. I'm gonna just go ahead and just make it. Boom, 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 boom. Curvature tool. Make whatever adjustments you gotta make. Bend it. Make sure. Click off of it. Pen tool. Okay, cool. So we got all the line work done. Now, let me pause the music. As you know, if you've been watching this channel, you already know once you get the line work done, simple. No, actually, it's not simple. Let me not lie and say that. But basically what we do is select the whole project. Boom. If you're not using custom cartoon brushes, this is how you do it. Select the whole project, go to the top of the screen, click Object, Group, Object, Expand. Click the Pathfinder menu, right side of the screen, click Divide. Once you click Divide, if you know when you do it right, once you click your white selection tool, you start grabbing those parts, Once you grab those parts, delete, they should delete just like that. If you delete and it deletes something completely different, that means you did it wrong. Let's go ahead. Get rid of all those access lines. All of those access lines. Oh, I see I forgot something too. I'm gonna go back and fix that. Sometimes I'll be glad when I forget stuff because I feel like that's a good moment where I can show y'all what to do just in case you mess up. Understand that if you mess up, it don't mean the world is over. You can always go back and fix it. Right now, we just getting rid of all the access lines. All the access lines. Understand, I always overshoot the lines just so I can make sure my lines are perfect. You want to make sure that when your customer sees your project that you created for them, you want it to look as perfect as possible. You want the lines to be extremely clean. You don't want them to, when they see the project, you want them to say, damn. Especially if they're going to be putting the project on something big, like, you know. You put that project on something big. If you got flaws, trust me, them flaws is going to come out. All right, let's go. Getting rid of those access lines. Just click them, delete. Click them, delete. That's all we doing. Clicking. If you want to click multiple ones at a time, like I said, hold shift, then click multiple ones, then delete. I think that's it. Yep, I think that's it. And if you notice, I forgot one of the lines on his pants. Let's go ahead and get that out the way. That, I believe this is his belt. Oh, wrong thing. Get rid of that. Bring in the lines. Boom. Boom. No, I probably could do it better than that. Boom. 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 Okay, that's a little bit more perfect. That's how I like it. So go ahead, select the whole thing. Boom. Object. Group. Object. Expand. Object. Live paint. Make. Now we ready for coloring. What I usually do, I fill in all the blacks first. If you know me, you already know. I fill in all the blacks first. Live paint bucket tool. Let's fill in all those blacks. All the blacks we fill in first. Fill in all the blacks. You see any lines that's still open? Don't hesitate. You didn't do nothing wrong. Just fill them in. Let's fill them in. After you fill in all the blacks, now let's add the colors. If you don't remember what the colors is, remember, all the colors is on your original layer. Double click that original layer of SpongeBob. Take the template off. Hold on. Still got the template on. Take the template off. Go ahead. Eyedropper tool. If you've been paying attention, you probably already remember everything I'm saying. Eyedropper tool. Click on the colors. Start filling them in. Boom. 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 Fill in those colors. Boom. Boom. Oh shit. I'm filling in the sleeves. Only fill in the colors where they supposed to go. Don't fill in the wrong spots like me. Don't mess up. All right. Click the pants. Boom. Let's fill in all those pants. Don't worry about the lines that's missing. We'll fix that later. Click the tie. Fill in those colors. Boom. Boom. Shirt. Fill in those colors. Boom. 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 Even the weird color on the back of his shirt. That's weird. It's like a blue. Boom. Fill that in. Matter of fact, was the color on the back of the pants different? Let me get rid of that right quick. Let's see. To get rid of a color, all you have to do is just X out the color. Just hit that red line. Yep, the back was different. Let's click that. Fill in those colors. We're going to try to get his color close. I believe that's it. Oh, no, we got to get those blue and those red on the socks. Blue on the socks. That's 1, 2. Red on the socks. 1, 2. And I believe the rest of this is white. The rest of that sock is white. Let's get under the shoes. Boom. Get under the shoes. Boom. The socks is white. Boom. 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 Oh shit. Undo. If you mess up, remember, Command Z. Okay, we got everything. Let's see. Okay, let's get all these access lines. It look kind of crazy. Let's get all that access lines filled in. Don't worry about it. You ain't do nothing wrong. Let's get all those access lines filled in. All that brown. Let's get that right. And trust me, by the time we're done with this, this is going to look just like the original. Eyedropper, get that brown, fill that in. Uh-oh, hold on. Fill them in. Okay. Let's look up here. Okay, we got some yellows that need to get right. Get these yellows right. Yup, and shit, that's everything. No, matter of fact, the white on the sleeve. I almost forgot. Y'all know I be forgetting. I be moving so goddamn fast sometimes I won't even see something. Something will slip right past me. That's why you gotta pay attention. Cause look, I'm a designer. I've been a designer for years, and even I be forgetting shit. So if I'm forgetting stuff, I know y'all gonna forget. And for the little shine on his shoes, all you gotta do is just choose the shaper tool, choose the circle, which is the ellipse tool. Let's put some circles right on top of those shoes. Just like that. Boom. I'm not even sure how big they was on the original, but I'ma just guess. Work smarter, not harder. Copy, paste. Drag this one to that one. Boom. Now if you notice, look, we got them. We got the body. Now let's bring all of our layers back. Oh shit. Now let's see what's missing. Certain things need to be in front of certain things. Certain things need to be in back of certain things. So let's look at the original. Okay. So this arm needs to be behind the body. I think everything else is pretty much on point. Let's see. Okay, yep, that arm needs to be behind the body. And I think everything else is pretty much on point, yeah. Just that arm. So if you get to this point where you need to put an arm behind the body, you done did your project, now you're like, damn, my arm is right in front of the body. How the hell am I gonna get my arm back there? So this one I'm gonna show you how to do. So this is what you want to do. Unlock the layer that got the arm. Which layer was that? That was the very last one, right? Unlock that layer. Now what I want you to do is select this whole thing. Select the whole thing. Edit. Matter of fact, nah, why do I keep saying that? Hold up, Command C. Lock that layer. Start a new layer. Make everything invisible. Once you started a new layer, you already know what to do. Command F. That's how you paste everything in the front. Manually delete everything. Get your eraser tool. Let's make this eraser tool a lot larger. Matter of fact, hold on. Wait. How big is this shit? Oh, yeah. Okay, I had to make that smaller. Shit, I didn't realize it was that big. Erase everything except for that arm. Now I want you to go to your original layer that has that arm and erase the arm off the original layer. That's how you get rid of the arm on that layer. So then on this layer, just erase the arm. Boom. Now the arm has its own layer, right? So now that this arm has its own layer, what I want you to do is bring back the whole SpongeBob that you created. Bring back the whole SpongeBob that you created and drag that layer that has the arm, drag that behind him. You could damn near drag that to the very first one because we want him fully behind. Boom. Now the arm is behind. Okay, I think we might be done. Hold on. Let's check. Let's see. What else did we forget? Did we forget anything else? I think that's it. Because everything is in front. SpongeBob's body, you see that this part of his body should be in front of everything. This arm should be in front. So let's see. Did we get that right? Okay, yeah. Nope, actually nope, no we didn't. No we didn't, because his body isn't in front of his pants. So let's get his body in front of the pants. So we want the body in front of the pants, and that arm needs to be in front of the body. So we got to make some adjustments. Now you don't have to do this. You could just settle for this. But y'all know how I am as a designer. I want this to be right. So what I can do is I can go ahead and get this body actually to the point where it needs to be. So hold on 1 second. I'm trying to think of, there's a way to do this. What I can do is I could just copy the body and then just erase the parts of the body that's in the way, just so I can have that perfect, right? So let's do that. Let's go ahead and get the full body. Let's go ahead and get the full body. I know it's on each of these layers. What is on this layer? This layer 8. I don't even think nothing was on that layer. See, sometimes I just be adding shit, moving too fast, not even noticing certain shit. Okay, yep. That's his eyes. That's everything. Yep. So this is everything. The body is only on that layer. It's that main layer. So yep. Let's go ahead and unlock everything except for that hand. No, we want to leave that hand alone. We just want to get that body. Select that whole body. Select that whole body. Edit. Copy. Now let's paste that body. Let's start a new layer. Paste that body on the front. Boom. Once we post that body on the front, what we can do is leave him right there, because everything is perfect. Now all we need is this arm. So the way that we can do this is we can damn near repaste that body again, and then just erase everything that's right here around this arm. Erase everything except that's right there for that arm. Or matter of fact, you know what? We don't even got to do that now that I think about it. Now that I really think about it, look, this is an even easier way. Because remember, work smarter, not harder. So now we basically have everything perfect on the SpongeBob. The only missing puzzle piece is this arm piece right here. It just came to my mind how to do this extremely easy. Do y'all know? We coming to the end of the video. Do y'all know just from watching? I'm going to show you. Easy. Do it exactly the way that we did the eye. If you've been paying attention, do exactly the way that we did the eye. So go ahead into your menu. If you see right here on the left side of the menu, we have the color box, the open box and the closed box. The open box, make that black. The closed box, keep that white. Double click it again if it don't turn black. Keep turning it black until it works. And basically just start a new layer. We can just make it again. Boom, 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 boom. Drag that down just like that. Add a point up there. Get rid of that. Boom, boom, boom. I'm so glad this happened right now. It's only because y'all got to see live what it feels like to figure out shit. See, this is what I want you to understand about graphic design. It's all about resolving conflicts, creating something, and then thinking to yourself, what am I missing? What's going on in this project? How do I get this done? How do I get this to look exactly how this is supposed to look? Sometimes you may get to a point where you may do something that you don't understand. You may mess up on something. You may get to the point where you're creating something and it's just not coming together the exact right way. But it's all about problem solving. No matter how far you are or how behind you are, understand there's always ways to finesse this whole thing. There's always ways to finesse this whole thing. It's understanding this pen tool, understanding this shape tool, understanding this curvature tool. Once you understand these tools, understand that you can create anything. We have literally recreated SpongeBob from head to toe. Now let's look at the original. This is the original photo. This is the original, which you can tell somebody actually drew this with a pen. And now this is what we did. We've changed the original to a vector. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you for checking out this video. If you was able to sit here this long, I appreciate you. Well, this video is for beginners. So if you're a beginner, you're just trying to learn this, then you know this will be better for you. But I appreciate y'all for checking out this video. Go ahead and hit like. If you're on YouTube, go ahead and hit like and subscribe. And if you on Twitch, you know what to do. Go ahead and follow me on there. Twitter, follow me at JDamage. Instagram, follow me at JDamage Designs. Which one didn't I say? Facebook, follow me at JDamage. If you have any questions, like let's say you was watching this video and you were seeing a bunch of things that you didn't understand, please, all you have to do is contact me. We can set up a way to where I can work with you one-on-one, and I can pretty much guide you through this whole thing, and I can help you figure out how to get started to making these type of designs. But this is our final design. We have recreated the original SpongeBob to look exactly like the original way that they created it. I appreciate you guys. Y'all have a good night. I'm gonna go ahead and start watching this Megan Thee Stallion versus Tory Lanez. If you don't know, they just found out that Tory Lanez is guilty, y'all. Guilty. And we gonna end this video off on that note, man. I appreciate y'all for checking me out. I'm out of here, man. All right.